Hello, guys. This is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and today I got a ripoff alert. Guys, I want to do the best I can to help everybody in every situation. I do spiritual videos, I do psychological videos, helping people deal with all kinds of mental health issues and all of that, because the mental health is real and people need to recognize that, and there's always a solution to everything naturally. A big thing is coming up right now that is becoming really popular on YouTube. A lot of people I feel horrible for because they're victims of breakups that went really sour, toxic relationships, all kinds of different issues, and they're just desperate because, this world made us this way. It crippled us. The pains we go through, in life, some of us are still bleeding. Some of us are still, healing. Some of us are still, it's healed, but it's still like a scar. And, these kind of things affect us. It affects us all. We all been there. And guys, I'm a brother here that's always going to be here for you. So please, guys, contact me if anything, and I'll get down to it instead of, trying to attach yourself to these rip-off people that are trying to rip you off from your God-given, or you could say universe-given, powers. Anyways, let's get right into it. Okay, guys, so I had a few of you guys who contacted me, especially an amazing woman who does so many great deeds. Usually it's the good people always that suffer, unfortunately. It's, they get, horrible boyfriends, horrible girlfriends, toxic work environments, all kinds of different things like that. And she lost her boyfriend. Apparently, he cheated on her. He left her. She was wounded. Actually, sorry, it's not a boyfriend. It's a husband. He left her. He just got up one day and just walked. Okay? Got up one day and literally just walked and said, peace out. Started hanging around with the wrong crew, an adulterer, friend of his, and then he started committing adultery. Guys, let me tell you, guy or girl, anybody that does that, we all, been in relationships that were toxic. Anybody that does that to you, don't try to get them back. They're garbage. This is the very definition of trash. Okay? So don't try to get them back. Okay, so what happens is this man walks over, then meets another guy who completely, bounces, turns him into a person who doesn't believe in anything, and completely like a chicken with his head cut off, runs around in circles. Horrible person, destroyed his entire family. Everything. Just horrible news, horrible story. And believe me, a lot of us has been through this. You'd be shocked. I myself have been through it. It's not a good story. Now, except in this situation, she was looking for answers. So she went and tried to get this person back. She did everything in her power, from anything, hiring voodoos and hoodoos and all of these things, because she believed that he was tricked. She believes that he was this. No. The worst, this is the stages of a breakup too. The first thing you do is you first make the person that did you wrong, you make them into a victim. Number two, then anybody talks against them, you hate that. Then number three is the acceptance. So number four, it could even be the stage 4, that's acceptance, when you realize the person was a piece of trash. But the problem is these so-called gurus, what they do is they come out with channels about things like law of attraction. And they try to talk you, and you could see this in their comments, a lot of their people there, and it really hurts me because I love each and every one of them. When I see this, I know how much they're hurting, and I wish I could just reach out to their heart and show them that they have the power. They don't need any of this garbage from these so-called gurus who are ripping them off. And they tell them to join these programs where apparently if you don't join right away, they turn people down and all kinds of crazy stuff, when it's a program that just basically you could shout out to a million people at the same time. You're shouting the same cookie cutter nonsense to all of them. It's not nonsense, but they're using what you already know that they can give you for free. And, I always believe when a person could do some work to make another person feel good, they shouldn't charge money for that. They just shouldn't. Especially if they believe in karma and they believe in karma. Oh, we're gurus. We believe in karma. We believe in all that. Yet, you know what? We're going to charge this person who's struggling, even though he can't afford it. We're going to charge him everything. And the problem is she was so desperate, she actually gave money to these so-called stupid gurus. And what happened is all she wanted to do was the law of attraction to attract this horrible human being back to her life. Now, let me tell you something, my sister, and to everybody who's dealing with breakups and everything, it hurts. It does hurt. Especially when you're married to them. I know a woman who was married for 21 years and her husband cheated on her and just walked out, took the kids, completely wrecked her. She was very suicidal. I was talking to her over the phone. I'm glad now she's empowered, an empowered lady. I talked to a guy also who had the same kind of issue, whose woman took his dog away too. You believe this? Completely hurt him and broke his spirit so badly. I'm so glad now he's doing great. He's remarried. My brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. When something is removed from you that is that kind of trash, be thankful to God. Some of you guys don't have kids with these people. Be thankful to God. Those of you that have kids, I can understand. My mom, I came from a broken home. My mom worked so many jobs to put us through school and through, when we were kids and raise us. She did her best. She did everything she could. And she's still doing her best to show love and affection and support. I know what it is to come from a broken home, and I know my mom was in a very abusive relationship. Story time here, sharing this with you. She was in a very abusive relationship with this piece of garbage who called himself my father. Now, blood-wise, he might be my father. He was the worst thing that you could ever imagine on the face of this earth. He abused her. The toxicity behind it. I actually fought with him when I, got a little older and pushed him the hell out. And, the divorce happened, everything. It was great. And he's dead to me. You know what I mean? But she tried her best to stay with this filth because she didn't want the community to know about divorce. It was frowned upon in our community at the time. This is early. And she just wanted us to have a good upbringing. And she, you need to have a father and you need to have a mother in a good, stable family. That's just a legitimate fact. You need to have them both. But if there's one that's toxic, you got to remove the toxicity. There's no choice in this situation. And she didn't want him back. Obviously, she tossed him out, and that was the end of it. But unfortunately, a lot of these people who break up, and you could see it in these gurus' videos, a lot of them comment and say, I hope you get your ex back. I hope you get your ex back. Guys, nothing is really taken away from you. You're always going to get it back in another form. Okay, that's just fact. When you're at your lowest, be thankful, because that's where you're going to learn the most. You never learn anything when you're on your high. Be humble. Stay in there. It's not going to go lower than that, and you're going to rise, okay? I've been through a very, very hard relationship, okay? And when I did, I got remarried again, okay? Everything worked for me in the positive. I didn't realize that either. I was so heartbroken over this, over that. But the thing is, I realized this person was toxic. This person was not for me. And I wish her, the best. I hope she gets the help she needs. I hope one day, all of this, but she wasn't for me. I did my best to try to fix, because she was a very broken person. And I love people who are broken. I don't know why, because I guess I'm broken. And I love to mend them. I love to mend the pieces and to make them better. But some people are not appreciative of that. Some people don't realize what they have. And you got to come to a realization that this is not the type of people you want in your life. This is why I never did any of these magics, any of these hoodoo stuff. Law of manifestation, which I know, law of attraction. I know how to manifest things. I did not want to manifest this back, because I knew no matter what band-aids I put, it's not going to fix anything. This person needed to do real soul searching, not the nonsense that people say. This person needed to be on their own and needed to heal themselves before getting into a relationship, and they didn't. And I hope that they find that, whoever, that person and all that. And the same goes with this situation. You feel desperate, and instead of giving that money to all these gurus and all of this nonsense, It's better to invest in yourself. Go out, have a party, enjoy yourselves. Go with your girlfriends, go with your boyfriend. Boys that are friends. Enjoy yourself. Have some fun. Life is so short, guys. Life is too short to be in regret. Yeah, trust me. I mean, as a person who's clairvoyant, I can't tell you enough how spirits always regret. They always say the biggest regret was how much time they wasted, crying over something that couldn't be fixed. And even if there was some miracle, and I see some of them, they're writing, "Oh, my boy came back to me. I'm so happy." Guys, do you really want trash like that back? And I could tell you, as a person who did, relationship counseling, almost all of these things that end up when the person cheats on you, they cheat on you again. Or even you end up having resentment that's deep inside that it'll never be the same. Why should you cheat yourself from a new relationship when everything is going to be new and you're going to have something better? Why? I mean, isn't it funny how when we have, today I complain about this, how kids today, I feel like the way I talk like an old guy, but how everybody today, back in my day, when things broke, we fixed it. We didn't go and buy a new one. I was too poor to do that. Okay, so today, most of the things are broken. They just say, just buy another thing. Just buy another one. Why can't we have that kind of mentality against those who are toxic to us? Because for some reason they fuse. Now, I'm going to explain it from a spiritual aspect here as a clairvoyant. What happens is when you get married, your souls kind of fuse together. Even when you have a boyfriend and girlfriend, what happens is these energies collide and you'll see that you start acting like your significant other because the energies start to attach. Now, a person who's toxic never really cares about the attachment. He feels the attachment. He doesn't even feel it, doesn't even care. But the person who is loving and caring is the one that feels that attachment. So when this person walks away, they feel like half a human being. They feel like their other half is gone, and they do anything in their power to bring them back. And let me tell you guys something. The number one toxicity are these stupid gurus who are telling you to do this because they want your money. They're telling you to come and get your ex back. You do not deserve your ex. I'm sorry. You deserve so much better. You are beautiful, perfect children of the Lord. Children, you can believe universe, whatever you want to call it. The point is, you're amazing people. Amazing in every single way. You are people that feel. You didn't do anything wrong. Now, if you did something wrong, I can understand that. But most of you guys didn't do everybody on that damn freaking side that was writing. You guys didn't do anything wrong. You're amazing people who feel and love and try to heal and fix things. Why do you need to be subjected to this kind of garbage? Why would you want that back in your life? Could you imagine? What do you want to have kids with them? And a number one thing that women have, when I used to do counseling a lot, women are so beautiful because they try to perfect everything. So even if they see something that is complete garbage, they'll try to perfect it. Don't do that. You can't change. People do change. They do. But you can't change them to that point. You don't want to have children that will be fatherless because this trash is going to cheat on you again. Okay? And this works for men and women. I've seen men hurt like this by women that are horrible. It's the same thing. The thing is, why would you want this garbage back? So this poor lady, she gets ripped off by all these gurus, and now you see them popping up all over YouTube. I subscribed to some of them because I wanted to see exactly what the hell they're doing. And I couldn't believe it. They are actually classically ripping off people left and right. And these videos are making so much views, you wouldn't believe it, making them so much money that should have been reward enough for them. But no, they have to charge you for it. So your brother here is going to teach you manifestation. Very simple. And in fact, if you see all their videos, they say the same exact thing. They just say it 1,000,000 times in different ways. So you'll see all their stupid videos and get ripped off. Your brother here is giving it to you for free. Never live in scarcity. Always have gratitude. Okay? Always know that everything happens for a reason. Okay? Sometimes we don't have the guts to close the door, so somebody does it for us. God does it for us. Okay? And in order, right, you got to close the door to open another one, as the saying is, right? Now, you got to understand something very beautiful here. Everything that is removed from you is going to come back to you in a better form. So not meaning this ex is going to come back to you and become good, because that ain't going to happen. Okay, I'm telling you the facts here from relationship counseling. I understand. I was in a position like that once, and I know how it feels, okay? And I'm telling you, there's no fixing them. They're a lost cause. Move on and go with somebody you deserve. You've done the best you can. You've honored them. You've done everything. There's no regrets here. You've done everything to try to repair their lives, and they betrayed you. Okay? Now it's time for you to move on to another relationship. And I promise you, okay? You might have a rebound here or there, but I promise you, the person you're going to end up with, if you continuously look and you have gratitude for the experience. Remember, nothing is failure in life. You're not failures. Everything is positive. You were created by a perfect being. You could believe universe. You could, to me, God is omnipotent. I don't have to call him God. To me, he's everything. Okay? So you were created by perfection. Therefore, you are perfect. Right? Everything that you consider failure is not really failure, because it's teaching you, it's making you, it's educating you. Okay? So right now, okay, always have gratitude for the good, the bad, the fugly. Okay? I myself, you know what I do? I always say, thank you, Lord, for all that you've given me. Thank you, Lord, for all that you've taken away from me. Thank you, Lord, for all you didn't give me yet and will give me. And thank you, Lord, for everything you will never give me. I am your hammer, I am your screw. Do with me whatever you want. When you live, and I'm grateful. Everything you've done for me, I'm grateful. Now, you could say it in terms of life. Every experience you go through, you should be grateful. Okay? Don't live in scarcity and say, I wish I had him. Oh, I'm lonely. I want somebody. No. You have that power. Okay? Let me teach you something. It's a thing in one of the oldest languages in the world. Not the New Hebrew. Ancient Hebrew. Okay? Ancient Hebrew, the word neshima, right? Neshama means soul, right? The root word is neshima, which means breath. We all have the breath of God in us. That's the soul. Because of that, we all have a part of God in us. Because of that, the Lord gave us an ability to manifest things. Now, what happens is there's a big universe, and in the universe, you have small circles. Those small circles each small circle represents a human. Every human makes their own universe within the laws of the big universe, right? So, for example, if I want to allow negative toxicity friends, I let them in. If I don't, I kick them out. Again, I make my own universe, right? This is what happens. You decide what you want your universe to be, what you want to allow in, what you want to throw out, what you want to replace. Now, I know some of these boyfriends and girlfriends that were toxic gave you experiences that you'll never forget. Great. It's a great thing, and be thankful for that, but they've done you wrong. It's time to move on. Okay? And let me tell you something. Move on. I know some cases that they end up going back together after they both dated a bunch of people. This person who did them wrong got hurt 100 times. And, whatever goes around comes around. And eventually something's correct. I'm not going to lie to you, though. It rarely happens, because some of these people just stay crazy for the rest of their lives. I know a few people that did correct themselves after they got treated horribly. So, things happen. So, the thing is, don't focus on anger. Anger is a beautiful thing, too. I don't care what anybody says. Anger was made by God as well as, being calm. They both have a place, just like darkness and light. They both have a place in this world. There's no evil in this. Okay, but darkness does ruin your focus, and darkness makes you live in, anger makes you lose your focus, and anger also, to me, it doesn't, bro. I use it for my fighting and all that, when I used to fight professionally, and it worked for me great. But mostly it ruins focus. It does. It really does. And you lose focus of your true reason. Okay, and that's what happens. And also, most of the time when you're in anger, what is that? You live in scarcity. You're angry because of what? This person did you wrong. You're alone. You're lonely. Why are you lonely? You did everything right. Why should you be lonely? And this piece of trash is out and about having fun and drinking with his buds and, continuously living his life happy or her life happy. You see, these things are making you live in scarcity. The best thing to do is to release it. Okay, so number one, okay, be grateful. Number two, release. Let it go. Understand that sometimes to be on the right path, you are put in a wrong path so you can appreciate what's on the right path, that you'll stay on the right path and never veer ever in your life. So sometimes you have these experiences. The Lord gives you this experience, so when you go to the next path or you meet this next person, you treat them well instead of treating them horrible. You treat them better than well, because you feel appreciative of that because you saw what the other side offered. You understand? So sometimes we need to experience the pains in life, because the pains are what make you stronger. Resistance. If you work out, what makes your muscles grow? It's the resistance. What makes it stronger? It's resistance. Without resistance, you could lift all you want. You're just going to be a little spaghetti strap that's just going to be hard, but hardened, but you're not going to be, growing. Resistance is what makes you powerful. That uphill battle. We're all fighting it, guys. We're all fighting it in one way or another. Nobody here is having an easy time in this life. Mortality sucks, let's face it. It would be great if we could all be immortal, but even immortal, look at all these people who are hurt right now. If you're not going to let go, you become a prisoner of what that person did to you. And you're never going to find that another person. You see, let me explain it to you this way. As a clairvoyant, all positive energy keeps coming to you. It does. But what happens is, when you're negative, you have a shield over you, and this thing is not able to hit you. It just bounces off you. Now think of it as like a big glass of water, right? So a glass that's empty, and you filled up that glass with negative energy. There's no room in that damn glass for positive energy. So you need to let go a little bit of the water, even a little bit, just to have a little bit of that positive energy that could dilute the horribleness, and slowly let go until you fill up that glass with nothing but positivity. How do you do that? It's called gratitude and letting go and being thankful for your experience. Okay? Be very, very thankful for the experience and move on. Let me tell you, manifestation will work when you are ready for it. It will not work. You could tell yourself you're ready a million times. If you're not truly ready, it won't manifest. I know some people that I've taught manifestation to who told me they manifested boyfriends and girlfriends, that they wanted a new boy and a new girl. And what happened is they were toxic. So I told them, I said, well, have pride that it worked, but you weren't ready and you weren't doing something correctly. So because of that, you got that. So now you got to let them go and try again till you are ready, till your mind is officially rid of everything and you let go of everything. You will be able to call something more beautiful to you. Now, women are more analytical than men. This is just a fact. And they have a lot of emotions. And unfortunately, today's world has made them colder in emotions and stuff, and turned them to be more like men who are more, they can take the hits and stuff like that. It's a horrible world we live in, because the woman was the power, the one that connects with the spirit the most, more than men do. That's why if you have two clairvoyant people who are equal in power, let's say, or whatever, that they have, a certain level of power, that is, the woman will always be better than the man in the spiritual connection. They're just more analytical. They're more into the spiritual. And it's really sad to see them now completely weakened. And because they're weakened, especially by TikTok videos and all these idiots. Back in the day, I remember people used to say, never listen to crazy people. Just nod your head and just say, and walk away. Today, people listen to them. It's called TikTok. I've seen so many relationships break up over completely crazy women and men speaking against each other. Lunatics completely, who obviously went through horrible toxic relationships and breakups that completely did them wrong. And some of them have some mental instabilities that I wish I could help, but they're not interested. They're more into hatred. It's easier to blame things, to hate the other sex or hate the other race, or hate is such an easy scapegoat, isn't it? You could see all throughout history how it helped so many people, right? It's horrible. It's a never-ending circle. And eventually these people come to full realization. Either it's too late and God forbid something, what happens, or they learn from their experience. But unfortunately, all those people that they ruined using their stupid media platform, are affected. Their relationships are ruined. They destroyed everything in their lives. And so many of them cried to me and told me, I can't believe I listened to this. I can't believe I did that. I destroyed this guy's spirit. I destroyed this girl's spirit. I lost out on a beautiful woman that was amazing. I lost out on a great man that was amazing. So many of these stories are leaking right now because social media is literally poisoning your mind. That's literally what's happening right now. But by giving crazy people a platform to speak. And I say crazy people because I usually don't use the word crazy, but when people start affecting other good people and start to destroying homes and families, to me, I will label them as crazy, yes. So the thing is, guys, the number one thing for manifestation is very simple. Letting go, having gratitude for your experiences. And now meditation is a big thing. Always allow meditation. Go near water. It's the best because water is very neutral. Even spirits can't cross water because it's a very energy-rich substance. And if you don't have a water, a lake, or anything near you, I live in the city. Luckily, I have a park near me here that has a lake. Anything with water. You could take a glass, make sure it's a glass filled with water, and just sit there and meditate on it. And just imagine this water and put all of your intentions into this water. What do you want? Okay, all the good. No bad, no getting back at people, none of this stuff. You don't need that. Peaceful. Be thankful and letting go. If you let go, you won't need to have vengeance, okay? Believe me, I'm a vengeful spirit. I don't like that part of me, and I'm working on myself on that, right? But I manifest things because I let things go. So let things go, meditate in the water, and meditate in the water. Have the water in front of you, the glass of water, okay? Meditate and put your intentions in. You're not going to talk when you're going to request. You're not going to talk as if you're scared. You have scarcity. You know, that's where these idiot gurus make a mistake. They say, just ask what you want. When you say these things, that means you're missing it. If you're missing it, you're living scarcity, and it's not going to work. You're basically going to just look at that water and imagine yourself. You're not going to say, I want it. Just imagine yourself with another significant other, having kids, being married, having a good life. I manifested my wife like that. I kid you not. And she laughs about it too. Because, she was begging for it. She wasn't ready. I was. I did what I did, and boom. We met at September 20th. We got hitched in December 5th. Instantly. So that's the beauty about it, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You focus into that water, and what you do is, into that glass of water, you just put all of your intentions in there, but not intentions really. You're just imagine yourself with that significant other and not your ex, because your ex is going to bring back negative feelings, a lot of wants, and again, it puts you in a state of scarcity. You don't want that crap. God's putting you on a better path to get something better. They dug their own grave on this. Let them sleep in it. Okay? If they correct themselves later on and, you're going through the motions and whatever, it's up to you. I really, whatever. The thing is, meditate into that water. Imagine yourself with that significant other. Remember, you're not asking for it. You have to tell your mind this. You're not saying, I'm going to meditate in this glass of water because I want a woman or I want a man. No. You're going to look at that glass of water and you're going to say, I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm just imagining myself with this person. If you want marriage, you imagine how they put a ring on your finger or vice versa, where you're proposing to that person, having kids, so on and so forth, playing with your children. You don't know how many people that they told them that they're going to have a very hard time having kids. I taught them how to manifest children just by not asking for it, not wanting it, okay, but just imagine themselves smelling that baby's head, a newborn smell, holding that baby, feeling that baby in your arms, and they did that and they got pregnant. Again, it's when you're ready. When you're not ready, it either won't happen or it will happen, but it won't be what you expect, okay? You need to be ready for this. So what I always tell people is not what these moron gurus are telling. I'm telling you guys you're not ready for it now. If this is now that we're beginning it. First, the number one thing should be to let go and be comfortable with that and have gratitude and be comfortable with that. Let go of all that negative energy, okay? After you're in a state of calmness and everything negative gone, and you concentrate a little bit on yourself, then is when you do that. Then what happens is you drink that water. After you put your intention into that thing, you drink that water and you close your eyes and just feel that water going down. Okay? And that's it. After that, don't even think about it. Okay? Now, every night, you can just imagine you with somebody. Don't say you want it. Don't be in a state of want. That's where these gurus are idiots. Don't ever be in, well, they're not idiots. They want you to be their cash cow. Don't be in a state of want. Always be in a state where you're just, you abundance. You have everything. Okay? You're just imagining yourself with this person and so on and so forth. And then you drink it. Then what's going to happen is the rest of your day, work, forget about it. Don't even think about it anymore. Work, do stuff, whatever, come back at night, do it again, okay? You just imagine it. Don't even make it a task. If you're too busy, even skip a day, skip a month, who cares? Do it whenever you're ready. Believe me, once this happens and you live in a state of abundance, all this positive energy is coming to you. And believe it or not, that, it kind of takes the guesswork out of life, because I kind of like the surprises. But in this situation, I was, through a lot, and not just that person who flipped my world upside down, but I also had other issues that were leaking on me. And I told myself, you know what? Enough is enough. It's time to improve myself. But I never went into hoodoo, voodoo, into all of these things. I just wanted understanding, closure. And then I realized I wasn't going to get any, because I'm not giving myself closure. This person is horrible, and they weren't for me, and they left. And I felt good about that. And afterwards, I positioned myself in a state of, I don't care whether I'm with somebody or not. I am focusing on myself right now. I have other problems, other issues. I want to focus on myself. I want to write a book. I'm almost done with this book. I'm working 3 jobs. It's really tough to write a bunch of books, but I'm writing books. That's going to be coming out soon. All kinds of different cool stuff, and I'm focusing on myself. And then I did that, just imaginating, doing this, just putting it into that, and boom, hello and behold. And it's kind of weird. I was in the bathroom getting out, and I heard, "Do you trust me?" A whisper. I'm not kidding. "Do you trust me?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Follow me." About a week later, I go on a site that's completely dead. This site is dead already for years, and it was my friend's site who came out with it about 12 years ago. And I went on it, and everything is dead. I said, "Oh, let me search for this person." So I'm looking up, blah, blah, blah. The whole site is broken, so it doesn't operate well. So I just said, okay, because I got an email that says, suddenly just appeared that I got a message from somebody, but it was a message from like 7 years ago. So I don't even know why it alerted me this email. Again, it manifested. I went on there, and obviously it's from somebody from years ago, and they're not even active. So I just went and I said, let me look at this. There was only one person there. And I just said, hey. And she says, hey. And we start talking, and I was pretty much rude, actually. I was making, because I'm a clown, so I was saying some jokes that were probably not, I'm a very hardcore joker, and I don't think she could have she didn't take it well. And she was like, when I spoke to her on the phone, she really loved it, and we met up, first date, second date, third date. We're already talking about wedding bells here. Like, it was just, we had that connection immediately. And that's it. That was it. And we got hitched. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And nothing could be better than that. And that's really what it comes down to. You don't want to recycle old trash. People that treated you wrong and gave you toxicity, don't go giving your money to these rip-off gurus, because they're counting on your tears. They're not here to make your life better. They're telling you things that they know you're not going to manifest. And also the stuff that they're telling you is around everywhere on the net. And they're just, if you look at their videos, it's repetitions. They just say it in different ways and make you do things with your hands. You don't need anything with your hand. It's your mind, your subconscious. Your mind is not your brain. It's your subconscious. Is everything in you, though. It's also your blood has your mind in it. Everything, all the energy, all the aura, as they call it. Your soul is your freaking mind. You have the power to manifest this, but you need to be ready for it. God doesn't want you to go out with another person and make them into a rebound. No, you need to learn to let go, forgive, forget, and just let go. If you don't want to forgive, don't even forgive. Who cares? But forget. Try to forget it. Let it go. Just let it go. You don't have to forgive it. It was horrific what they did. Why should you forgive that? Let it go and just say, I don't want to even think about it. This person's dead to me. I don't care anymore. Okay? And that's it. Move to the next person, and I promise you, you guys are going to be much happier. Now you're going to find somebody else. Now, a person who is looking for business relationships and stuff like that, or relationships, let me tell you something. Even though numbers and dates, okay, don't make any sense, all right? It doesn't make any sense at all, numbers and dates, because they're all inaccurate, especially the Gregorian calendars. But again, if it's a collective, everybody believes in that. This gives energy to that, okay? So, for example, 2, 2, 22, 2, 22, 22 are two chances, even though you could do this again anytime you want. This is really the time for relationships, okay? This is the time for any type of relationship, love relationships, business relationships, so on and so forth. It's a time to do that. So if you do that during these times, you have you'll have, chances all throughout the year. This thing just kind of gives it a more oomph, okay? Because there'll be other people that do it as well. People especially that I'm training myself for free. People in my private classes that I teach here in my area. And again, if you need any help, definitely comment down below. I'll help you. Your brother is here for you. Any way possible to bring yourselves to positivity. Now, I'm going to teach you guys something. When you breathe, there's two ways to reach a certain frequency. If you want to do it with all of us, let's say, I reach a certain frequency. It's like on this channel here. You put it on channel 5 on a transmitter. Everybody on channel 5, all your equipment on channel 5 will turn on, right? It's the same exact way. So, first, you want to calm your negativity. Remember, I said none of you guys are ready till you guys get rid of your negativity and give yourself the time to do it. Don't put a timestamp. Give yourself time to do it. You're not going to do it automatically, or it's going to come out flawed. Let that negativity out. If you have to mourn. If you have to cry. Let it out. And then afterwards, what you're going to do is you're going to do these deep breathing that I taught people how to get out of panic attacks. I taught you guys for free. It's on the videos. You guys can see it faces every anxiety type attack, from PTSD to everything. You see it cured. It made people, it's not a disease. It made people conquer it 100%. How? By doing certain breathing techniques and other techniques. But in this situation, to get rid of negativity, you're going to close your eyes. You're going to imagine a blue ball, a cathode blue ball, and is lighting you up, and your whole body is red, and it's turning all of your body into this cathode blue that is lighting, and you can't make out the form of your body because it's so bright, the light, until all of you are encapsulated in this light, and it's really, really bright. So you're going to take your time, and you're going to breathe like this as this ball is going from your toes all the way up to your head, and then out your nose, and you exhale it completely out. How do you breathe? Like this. Through your nose, and then with your eyes closed, then hold your breath for 5 seconds, then 7 seconds release through pierced lips. I promise you, do it as many times as possible. Work your way up to 100 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever you want to do. Start off in a minute, 2 minutes. Believe me, it'll be torture in the beginning. Believe me. Afterwards, you'll build up. You'll do it for about an hour. You're going to feel so good. Even in that minute, when you open your eyes slowly, you're going to feel so good. Okay? This will bring you to positive, to be able to receive positive energy. Now, how do you become to the same frequency? I am now changing my frequency to 7, channel 7. So what do? You go, hold it for 5 seconds, 7 seconds release. Now, once all the air is emptied out of your lungs, count 5 seconds again, or 7 seconds, how much you could hold it, and then do it again, up to 7 times. When you do that, you're on channel 7, guys. You have increased your vibration to the same frequency as most of us, and all of us together, when we do it, you're going to be on the same frequency. It just gives you more of that push. Okay? There you go, guys. I taught you guys the law of manifestation. Oh my God, it's almost an hour. Almost 40 minutes. But that's pretty much it. That's really all there is to it. Now, you can do different things with Tai Chi, doing this and getting your energy ball and doing, putting your intentions in there. You don't need to do any of this hocus pocus nonsense. You could do it just with water in a glass. You could do it through meditation. The number one thing you need to do is positivity. Get rid of all that negative energy by letting go, having gratitude, letting go. Forgiveness is not an option. It doesn't matter. Just let it go. Don't even think about, there's no reason to forgive if it never happened. If you let it go, there's no reason for any of that. Okay, they did you wrong. I don't see why you should forgive them. Let it go. They don't exist. They're dead to you. It's over. Now it's time to move on. Okay? You're going to do that. You're going to put yourself in that same frequency, and you're going to do so well for yourself. I promise you. And I want you guys to comment and tell me if it worked for you. And if it didn't, you just keep at it. And I want you guys to comment when it works. Even if you say, Lior, it doesn't work, don't say that, because it's negative energy. You understand? So just do it again. Okay? Do it again. Don't think of it as I want it to work. If you do that, you're living in scarcity. Don't want it to work. Be happy getting rid of that negative energy, and then just imagine yourself, not want it, but imagine yourself with that significant other. Imagine yourself getting that promotion. Imagine yourself having that child. Okay? And these things will come to fruition. You will see. And when it does, definitely right here. I'm not here to get views. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm your brother here that gives you always the honest truth. That is the reason why I opened this channel in the first place. I got sick and tired of paid-for reviewers, sick and tired of people, these kids I worked with in Catholic charities, the inner city youths, who got ripped off by these paid-for reviewers because they were telling them things were good when it's not. People who trick you, like these so-called gurus. This is the reason why I opened this channel. I wanted to give you real information and share it with the public, because this is what the world needs. They need more love. They need more peace. They need more damn unity. They need more human heart, human intention. One day, humanity meant something. Today, it's losing its value. We need to kind of go into ourselves, to what we are, and connect with each other and help one another. We live in horrible times right now. We do. I mean, let's face it. Every era has horrible times like this, but we live in a very bad time right now where, a lot of these things are up. All these negative things are up. It's time to help one another, come to a better position in life. Everything negative that's out there, okay? Every failure is not failure. You're perfect. It happened perfectly to make you stronger, to put you on the right path, to place you on the right path. Okay? Be thankful. Have gratitude. Let go. Have gratitude. Let go. And then manifest. I love you guys. Anything you want, me to cover, request it, and I will do this for you. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button, as it will help the algorithm so much to help people find videos like this and all the videos that we do from true people like you and I. I want you guys to comment down below. What do you think of this? Am I doing all right telling you this? Do you believe people shouldn't know this? I think that the world needs to know this. The world needs to understand that their soul has power. The sages of the days, they didn't want it. They wanted you guys to be sheep. So what they did was they limited it. And that's why now the balance of energy in this world, anyone that's clairvoyant will tell you, is completely out of whack. The bad guys have all the energy, and the good guys are not doing anything in manipulating energy. And this is bad because there's no balance anymore. So let's bring the damn balance back by educating the public so people live longer, happier, healthier, peaceful, loving. God, all of these things that divide us. You don't know how much politics, all of these things that divide us. It's making me sick. We need to come together right now as a people. We're going through a rough time right now. Let's come together and help each other instead of being these idiotic rip-offs who are trying to rip you off during a time like this and take advantage of you. Let's come together as a people, love one another, bring each other together, and peace, love, and harmony. Amen. Love you guys. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. God bless you all. Amen. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here. Be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.